Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me and happy Saturday. So it is book page Saturday again today, and I have been making something very useful. So it's not, I suppose it could be a mass make if you had plenty of time, but yeah, it's not a really quick mass make. What I've been making are some pockets. So I started out making pocket with my book page for the front of my planner, which I'm about to start. So this is January's. I'm going to have one of these in the front of each month because I accrue a lot of bits of paper. I might even have one halfway through it as well. So I just thought I was going to make some out of paper, then I thought what a good use of some book page paper. So that's what I've made. Now I appreciate not everybody is having a planner or wants one of those in the planner, but while I was making it I was thinking what a nice piece, what a nice pocket, you know, to make a loaded pocket for Happy Mail. So I made one up. And yeah, I've had right fun playing with it, and you know, you could do so much decorating on it. I don't have time at the moment because it's you know, days from Christmas, but yeah, how much I've done I have enjoyed. So you'll notice these beautiful die cuts on the front from Violet, and some of my why do I always want to say Tim Holtz? His name's Morris, William Morris, some of my William Morris paper that I've had since this time last year, so it's been nice to use that up. Strip out of my strips box, some of my washi, and yeah, this is what it looks like as a loaded pocket, as it were, or Happy Mail pocket, or ephemera holder, or whatever. Yeah, I just stuck loads and loads of stuff in it. But basically all it is, you know, just one large pocket, and then I had some of the papers left, so I decided to just put some little pockets on the front. And yeah, just grabbed ephemera that was sitting around, so I've just put a couple of my blank those luggage labels in, a couple of cigarette cards, some of my ephemera that I had ready made sitting around. And you know, already that's quite a nice little Happy Mail piece, isn't it? You could put another pocket on the back, you could put an envelope on the back, you could put an envelope in the middle. Yeah, so much you can do with it. Like I say, if you don't want one of these. So I'll make another Happy Mail one, I think, and then I'll probably send them as Happy Mail in the new year. I've brought some papers with me, so this is also a good time to use your white backed or single-sided papers as well. So I've got, you could fasten 2 pages together, but I found it easier and quicker. You can see how old this book is. It's falling apart to use joined up pages. So if you've got joined up pages, you know, keep them joined up, it will make life easier. If not, yeah, glue them together. So all I did was I started folding over. I'm sure most of you have seen these pockets made with book pages before, and if you've got smaller book pages or cut your book pages down, you know, these are lovely pockets for in your journal. So I've got that about level, and then for speed, I put it back together, fold it one way. I mean, you might want, if you've got thinner paper, you might want to leave this on. I want most of it off, and so it's not creating bulk. This is quite thick paper. So you're going to be in the middle, so you're going inside like that. So this is where I started. Oops, just gluing down the flaps to create the inside pocket. I hope you're all well. I'm busy, you know. I keep finding things to tidy up and clean before visitors, as you do, and last minute things to wrap and last minute prep. So busy, but looking forward to the whole festivities. So I folded it the other way anyway, didn't I? So that is now going to go on there. I think what I did next was, I think I did some washi down the middle, and again, you can just use your strips. I've got lots of strips, look, but I'm also using up some of my washes too. So oops, all right. This one obviously wanted using. Let's put the lid on that glue. I've had a bit of trouble with this morning as well, not wanting to play. Just put a few dots here and there, just to make sure, because when washi is bent like that, it can come unstuck. I mean, it's quite not sticky anyway, because it's not sticking back to itself. Quite not sticky. There you go. There's a bit of good old English for you. Well, that stands out nice against that very yellow book page, doesn't it? And then I'm just going to take off the top a couple of millimetres. Might as well fold that piece under. And then fold it where it's going to be. I'll fold it on the proper fold. You have to refold it because of the tape. You really want to get it back where it was folded. You know, regardless of if your tape's not in the middle, which 9 times out of 10 mine won't be. Not too bad. And then what I have done, I'll use this because I'm not a straight cutter, but I just take a couple of millimetres off this edge, not too much, just like I did the top, and then this page will definitely fit inside this one. Okay, so I don't reinforce the inside of here, but I do it on the outside. Again, it's completely up to you. Okay, so, and I glue one of these at a time so that I can kind of glue it closed. I've just had the best, oops, no, don't glue that. Best results this way. I've tried it a couple of ways, you know, for getting the middles together. That's it, and then I just turn it over and do the same on that side. I mean, you could mass make it, but once you get to the, yeah, you could mass make these. Once you get to the decorating, it's a little bit more involved, I think. Even for me, didn't do that top bit, did I? Just a blob across the top there. Bit too high, that. That's it. You know, I can be a speedy worker at times. I don't know, maybe I'm tired. I think I'm probably tired. I'm not working quickly today. Okay, and there's your basic, very nearly. Come on. There's your basic pocket piece. As easy as that. So you could just mass make those, couldn't you? I'm going to, before I pull that not pull it or glue it, fold it anymore. I'm just going to put a strip of this down so that it's drying as well. And I can fold it all. And then we'll start with the pretty papers. I guess you guys are all busy too, those of you that are entering into the festivities. I don't want to have anything to do on Christmas Eve. Oops. I always say it and often do, but I don't want to have... I'm planning to have nothing. If I have anything to do, hopefully it won't be too much. You know, getting ready wise. I want to make that the first day of the holidays and enjoy it. So while that's still wet, I'm going to fold it back in the original crease. That's it, so I can get it to, yeah, because I want it closed like that. Lovely. Okay, I'll get rid of that because you know what I'm like with a gluey paper. Simba's still fast asleep downstairs. He's had a busy morning with me, following me about because I've been here, there and everywhere, you know, squaring up, bringing things upstairs that I'm putting away, and you know, out to the tumble dryer. Got some clothes that didn't quite get dry yesterday. Out to the dustbins. And he's just followed me constantly, so yeah, he's now fast asleep in his bed, which, to be honest, I'm a bit jealous. I feel like being fast asleep in my bed. Let me just put a mark on there and do it on the cutter. I think it only needs to be roughly where you want it, inside there. Got a dirty mark on it. Don't know if that was on all along or it's just happened. It's at the bottom. We'll put it that way up, or we'll probably even cut it off looking at that. Okay, so this is the bit that I used for the extra. Oh no, it isn't, because I did it in a different. Okay, where do we want to be? Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just measuring it by eye. Kind of want to be in the middle of the blue flower. About there. I'm just getting 2 pieces. Yeah, let's remove that because I'm sure it's shining on you. I forget. Yep, so that fits in there lovely. So what I then do is I put them right side together, because I'm going to tear it in one go, and lay it on there, and then I can put my ruler on. Can I see that? I don't know if you can see. That's where the pocket ends at the bottom. So we want to be below that. I've lost it again there. Just below it, and then tear. And these pieces I'm going to use for the top. So that way we've got 2 pieces the right way. That's a bit of a clash, but you know, you can I'm going to do the same again, right sides together, and I'm going to take well, I think for ease, the width of the ruler, which I think will probably be 1 inch. Most rulers are. I'm going to throw those because I'm clearing the room for Mum. I don't want to be creating more scraps. So that one was off there, well, that one was off there. What I didn't do was ink the tops of the pockets, which, oh, all the glue lids are off. Which I remember to do on one and then not another. Now I've forgotten again, but it's not too bad. It just gives a bit of a contrast. Oh, I've opened that up now. It must not have had much glue on it because it's had plenty of time to be well and truly stuck. So I probably didn't have enough glue on it. Where is it? There. Oh, come on, don't be. Been giving me grief all morning, haven't you? Oh dear. Now that doesn't want to go in. So I've had it stuck on a piece of paper. Come on. No. Oh, there we go. It's still very, very windy here from the storm that we've been having. So this is the 3rd day. We've had the strong winds now. Yep, so I'm going to glue those on there. I'll use my glue stick. I'm not going to ink round this because it's quite a... I might just lightly do the top where I've cut it. But it's not a grungy particularly. It's a very nice, light, bright paper. So that's that's 4 12 by 12s I've used up from my stash, as well as the book pages that I'm using. Oops, here we go. And I've had the fun of decorating them. I mean, these will be lovely with lace or trim down there. So many things, if you've got the time, that you can do. Right, I think, because I've got half one there, I'm going to put this. Is it you? Yeah, I'm going to put you on. Then I can glue on this half a page before I throw it. I've cut that a bit bigger, I think, than I did the other, but I don't mind. It's a nice book page. It's and there are no rude words or anything like that, so I don't mind the book page showing. Okay, now, oops, this one. I've got gluey fingers already, so Be nice with some Christmas papers, actually, leftover Christmas papers, and then you could put some. I might do some in the new year if I get some time. Not putting my Christmas papers away, I want to use some up. Could make some of these, couldn't I? And then fill them with some of the leftover Christmas ephemera and some of the leftover Christmas papers. And I'd have Happy Mail ready to go. Not a very good angle, but never mind. As soon as the season starts next year, I could do with something to get me ahead. Oops. Because these last 2 years I've not achieved anything like what I set out to. I don't like to start my Christmas crafting too early. I know, you know, proper crafters, organised crafters do, don't they? They do Christmas very, very early, you know, towards the end of the summer. But yeah, I have to feel like it. Wowza, that is, isn't it? Are you been off camera all this time? I wish you'd get in the right place. Okay, yeah. We'll do the front now because I want the offcuts from the front to make those 2 pockets in there. These would be lovely with coffee dyed papers, you know, like plain ones that you could write on. Where's this one? And in here I've just put that's my math book, that nice math book grid, because I will be writing all over this. But these would be nice, you know, with some plainer paper if you don't like them too fussy, like this is fussy. Right, where are we going? Across the strip. This is for the front. Beautiful, sunny, sunshiny. Just realised it's got that lovely gingham behind it. Be nice with the country mouse or meadow mouse or whatever. I think I've called it country mouse so often. Tanya's decided she might rename the kit because she likes the name. I said, well, at least I'll remember it now. But she said, no, you'll probably call it Meadow Mouse. She knows me too well, doesn't she? But yeah, this, I was thinking actually some gingham would be nice in that Meadow Mouse. You see, Country Mouse Journal. About there. And this has got a gingham background, but it's a bit, I don't know if it's too bright. It might not be. Anyhow, I'm using it now, so. Right, I can see that I haven't. Shall I make this? I'm going to make this quite a thin strip because I can see, you know, I haven't got that on straight, so it's making everything look wonky. Or shall I do it longer and go over? That might be best, might it? And then that will hide it. What do we think? Will it hide it? Who knows? Okay, let's go there. It will be what it will be. You know me. Okay. So I should have my front and back there. And then I've got this piece. I'm not sure, actually, if it's not a bit of a clash. Yeah, I'm not. Ooh, is it? I think we might need something a bit calmer in there for pockets. Yeah, that'll go over like that. I'll have to be careful where I put it down. And I think I might give the edge a slight ink here because it is very, very white paper, this one, and it's going down on very yellow. I'll try and get the two drawn in together a little bit. Okay, let's glue it down. Now, these would be fun to collage, wouldn't they? Using up your scraps as well. Definitely the outsides would be nice collaged, and then, you know, a big label or one of those die cuts on the front. Perhaps in a little plainer. Oh, that's not bad actually. Doesn't look wonky now, does it? I don't think so. What's wobbling? Something's rattling. I've moved everything around on my desk. Well, not around, but I've been messing with things. It's got to come off because it's not big enough. Right, I inked the other one. Was she telling me? I'm lucky I remembered. I nearly did them both together and I thought, no, I'll remember. That's how I get myself into such pickles. Oh yeah, it's better going over that. Lovely. Of course, it would depend very much what colour your book page is as well. It doesn't, you don't have to use old vintage book page. You know, it would be a good way to use up some text pages from, you know, newer books that you've had images out of, or oh, it'd be lovely on some Edith Holden book page. You wouldn't even have to, you know, decorate it if you didn't want to. Oh, that's a good idea actually. I have got a lot of Edith text pages, well, and picture pages sitting there. You could just make this and you won't have to faff with all this, would you? Because they're beautiful on their own. Will you shush? Rattling. That, well, that is a bit full on, isn't it? Let's just have a look. Save me stretching over what I've got in the way of plainish card, I'm thinking. Well, that's fancy but plainer, isn't it? Oh, we've got the wood. That is that better? Does that calm it down a bit? Oops. I like the blue, don't you? I suppose we've got blue and green. I mean, there's blue in this. It's not going to be that big. Just a small blue. Or a small wood. No, I'm going to go for the blue. And I think one of them will do. If I cut it in half. Chop it in half. Because it only wants to be a small one at the bottom. What do you measure? Let's do it the easy way. Oh, 3 3/4. 9.5 centimetres. So that is 4.5. 4 3/4 centimetres. I'm going to do it at 4.5 and 4.5. I know that's a nice straight edge now, don't I? That's made life easier. Okay, and what do we want? Let's measure. Let's do a bit of measuring, eh? Because I do want it to be the same size as the paper that I've put down. So that's just over 12.5 centimetres. And so is that because I cut them together. So shall we do 12.5? Oh, which is about as long as I can go. And we will just go over each side. Right, which way up? That way up. And that way up. And I'll put this through both at the same time, so even if they're not quite central, they'll be, you know, in the same place. Can you move over? Thank you. And I'm going to just round the corners on the top of here. Oops. Yeah, you could put 3 pockets, couldn't you? You could have another pocket above, so there's no end to the different styles you can create. No end to the fun you can have. Let's think. Sorry about that wobbling. It's because I'm leaning on the table as well. Wobbling. Rattling. I'm wobbling the table. The noise you can hear is a rattle. Okay, are you working or have you shut? Down. Guess. Oh, and I've wrecked the pin that I've been using. Have I got another one? Probably not. I get through more pins and needles by gluing them up than anything else. I was just going to say it didn't even feel like there was anything stopping it, but obviously there was. Get rid of that blob. So lay it sideways. So yeah, I'm going to go over it. Oh, it doesn't quite look, so what about you measuring? Very nearly, but not quite, but I've gone over the bottom, so. That's why I don't measure. It's a waste of time. Concentration. There we go. I'm pleased I chose the blue. I think the brown would have been very distracting. Where's my lid? I haven't got anything here, have I, tag-wise? My desk is clear. Oh, what's this? I found something. Found a little pile of something. These are out of this tag, but this pocket. Oh, here we go. Some pink ones. Just to add another colour. Right, these do not go, obviously, but oh, look at that one of those great big, that does. That's one of those lovely mason jar. It's finishing off, but oh yeah, a couple of mason jars in there would be lovely. What have I got here? An envelope. Okay, you get the idea. Let me take that out and put it back where it belonged, because I'll never find it again. Yeah, I'm not leaving those in because the colours are not what I want, but I'm going to leave that mason jar in though. It might remind me, you know, a mason jar either side would be nice. Okay, are we done? Or shall we put a label on the front? Just seeing these die cuts again, there's I was going to say a doily, but yeah, a die cut doily is what I was thinking. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It's a very similar shape to the flower look. I know it covers quite a lot of them up. We could have it up there. I like it. You can put a word in, personalise it, a picture. It's pearlescent, is it? Is that the word? Pearlescent card. So it might well not be looking so clever to you on camera, but it's very pretty. In real life. We're going there? Yeah. Rattle, 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 rattle. It'd be nice with a number plate, you know, a name plate, something like that at the bottom. I don't think I've got one in the same, you know, in the same thing. Or in the blue of what's on the inside, that kind of thing. Anyway, I'll stop now. Just a cute bit, because I need to go and get on. Put a bit of ink on there now, look. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed making some Happy Mail pieces, and this for my planner. I'm going to do one for each month. I've got all the February stuff out, but you know, I really need to get on. You're supposed to be in somewhere, aren't you? Yes, you are. And yeah, maybe you'll see those next year when I'm doing my planner. Okay, hope you had fun watching. Hope you go off and play with your book page. If not today, once Christmas has been and gone. And I'll see you tomorrow with some scraps. Bye for now.